you think encountering a big, fat, hairy spider is scary, imagine running into one of these massively terrifying extinct creatures from the past. It's not often we can get away with saying, thank goodness that's extinct. But today, we come face to face with some of the most terrifying extinct creatures ever. Number 23. Armed to the teeth. Meet the helicoprion, a frightening deep-sea creature that lived around 290 million years ago. Instead of shedding its teeth, they would grow into this saw-like wheel called a tooth whorl. The helicoprion earned the name buzzsaw destroyer, and the whorl would be roughly 24 inches long. Fossils of these beasts have been found in the Ural Mountains, Western Australia, China, and Western Northern America. Theories differ as to why the teeth are shaped like that. Some believe it was to slice through its prey, while others believe it was their way of shedding teeth, as mentioned earlier. Number 22. Here be monsters. This fearsome creature is the titanoboa, the largest snake that ever existed. These snakes could grow as long as 40 feet and weighed in the region of 2,500 pounds. Titanoboas made their appearance not long after the dinosaurs made their disappearance. Clearly, there was a void of scary animals that needed to be filled. Due to the size of this monster, it probably spent more time in the water. It would have lived in hot, tropical weather and would feed on fish and other water animals. The fossils of 28 of these snakes were found in coal mines in Colombia in 2009. Number 21. The Beast of the East. The Pelargonus sandursi is thankfully an extinct bird from 25 million years ago. Can you imagine this monster swooping down and stealing your ice cream? Its wingspan was estimated to be 24 feet, and it's thought the bird could only fly by jumping off cliff edges before taking flight, and then relied on wind currents to keep it afloat. Only one fossil of this bird has ever been found, and that was in South Carolina. As large as what this bird is, it's nothing compared to the Quetzalcoatlus, who sported a wingspan of up to 40 feet. Number 20. The monster is loose. Heading back 37 million years, we now meet an entelodon, a type of pig that was very good at destroying things. They were common across North America, certain areas of Europe, and parts of Asia too. They were omnivores that sported very sharp teeth. Bizarrely, entelodons were more closely related to hippos and whales, as opposed to pigs. Number 19. Sink your teeth into this. The Edestus swam in our oceans around 300 million years ago, and similar to our helicoprion from earlier, this shark probably didn't shed teeth like sharks do today, but the old and new teeth would grow to create this pretty impressive oral display. These guys could reach up to 20 feet, and the rest, unfortunately, is pure speculation. Number 18. Unleash the beast. These marine reptiles were called plesiosaurs, which have been called dinosaurs that weren't actually dinosaurs. They were around the same time as the dinosaurs, but were actually marine reptiles. One of the fiercest of the plesiosaurs was the Leopleurodon, a carnivorous beast that could weigh up to 3,500 pounds and reach lengths of 30 feet. Team that up with rows of razor-sharp teeth, and you've got yourself a beast. A tooth was first discovered in 1873 in France by Henri-Émile Sauvage, who coined the genus name Leopleurodon. Number 17. Monster of the underground. Is it a millipede? Is it a centipede? Truthfully, not even the experts know, so they've stuck the Euphoberia in with the Archipolypoda, an extinct group of millipedes, but that could change in the future. Very similar to the centipedes of today, except for one subtle difference. They were over 3 feet long. If you think that centipedes today can prey on bats, birds, and small animals, just imagine what a 3-foot centipede could have done. Number 16. Mega monkey. The Gigantopithecus has flown relatively under the radar in terms of notoriety as far as prehistoric mammals are concerned, perhaps because it does not look too dissimilar to modern simians. Appearing much like a hybrid orangutan-gorilla combo, they roamed the forests of Indochina some 100,000 years ago. Tipping the scales at 1,200 pounds and standing 10 feet tall made them the largest apes known to have shared our planet. What a cuddly-looking fellow. Number 15. What a whopper. Nothing was known about the extinct creature until 2005 thanks to scientists from the Iowa Geological Survey who uncovered 150 fossil pieces from around 30 of them. They are called Pentecopterus decorahensis, and they're thought to be from 467.3 million years ago. It's a kind of scorpion that's 5 feet long and has a paddle-shaped body enabling it to swim. It's officially one of the largest arthropods ever discovered, and the exoskeleton they discovered on some of them is so perfect they can even define the hairs on the legs. Number 14. Supersize Me. We're going back 112 million years to get up close and personal with the Sarcosuchus, but you can just call him the super croc. He's not really a crocodile, but he is a distant relative. Almost double the size of a croc today, these guys could weigh as much as 8 tons. They were first discovered between 1946 to 1959 by a French paleontologist, and since then, many new specimens have been discovered. Their top snout was larger than the bottom, creating an awkward overbite effect, and most likely fed on the roaming dinosaurs of the time. Number 13. Call me Andrew for short. But if you must, his full name is Andrewsarchus, and this giant carnivorous mammal roamed the Earth 45 to 36 million years ago. Paleontologists deduced that the beast would have weighed roughly 4,000 pounds, making it one of the largest land-dwelling mammal predators to ever live. Details on this one are sketchy though, as only one skull has ever been discovered in Mongolia in 1923 by Roy Chapman Andrews, hence the name. Some believe it was merely a scavenger, while others believe it was an omnivore. Number 12. Lions, tigers, and bears, oh my. When you think of a prehistoric feline, you automatically think of a saber-toothed tiger, and then you possibly think of Diego from Ice Age. Well, the Xenosmilus was a little different. Forget about what you think you know, and meet this heavily built cat with huge muscles that is more of a mixture of bear and leopard than anything else. This feline did not hunt like other saber-toothed cats, but used its cookie-cutter jaw to rip huge chunks of flesh off its prey. Number 11. Tame the beast. Insects from way back when are all pretty terrifying. Thank goodness they've evolved or gone extinct, as we'd never leave our homes otherwise. The ancestor of the dragonfly is a Meganeura who had a wingspan of 2 feet. They were around 300 million years ago and were predators feeding off of other insects. There are various theories as to why they were so big, including oxygen levels and atmospheric density, their general lack of predators, and their aquatic larvae stadium, referring to animals that developed in water who changed to land animals as a way to survive. Number 10. Set the record straight. Most people are under the impression that the pterodactyl was a dinosaur, but that's not quite true. The pterodactyl was from a totally different order from dinosaurs and was really a pterosaur. You'd also be forgiven for thinking it was the most dangerous animal at the time, but that title goes to the Quetzalcoatlus, the largest creature to ever take to the skies. Sadly, the fossil records aren't that great, so no one knows quite really how large it was. Estimates have been anything between a wingspan of 35 feet to over 60 feet. It's also guesstimated that it weighed between 450 and 550 pounds. Number 9. Nightmares are made of this. The Pulmonoscorpius is a giant extinct species of scorpion that was alive 345 million years ago. Not very much information is available about this beast of a scorpion, barring the fact that it was discovered in Scotland, grew to around 30 inches long, and probably ate small arthropods and tetrapods. Number 8. Dinosaurs' daddy? It's not really fair that dinosaurs get all the publicity while the Earth was full of scary beasts before they even hit the scene. Take this guy, for example, known to his friends as Gorgonops. He ruled the roost about 250 million years ago, helped by massive canines that made a saber-toothed tiger look tame. That, along with power, speed, and a length of 10 feet, promoted these guys to the top of the food chain. Number 7. Try the lobster. Meet Agirocassis, believed to be an ancestor to modern-day lobsters and also around before the dinosaurs. This creature grew up to 7 feet in length and was one of the largest animals alive at its time. Number 6. Monster from the deep. Now this is a truly frightening animal whose name, translated, means lizard of the Meuse River, due to the first fossil of its type having been found in that French river. The largest specimen found was 56 feet long and was active during the late Cretaceous period. No wonder sea creatures started developing limbs to adapt to life on land. If we were a sea creature, one look at this guy would have me trying to evolve super fast. Number 5. Leave the past behind. The Anomalocaris was native to the Cambrian period, which dates between 541 million years ago to 485 million years ago. The name Anomalocaris means abnormal shrimp, and this predator fed on hard-bodied sea creatures. One of their most distinctive features was their unique eyes, which had 30,000 lenses. They're thought to have had the most advanced eyes of any species of the time. Number 4. As scarce as hen's teeth. That's partly because they're no longer around. The Phorusrhacidae are large, cumbersome, flightless birds that love to devour meat. They could grow between 3 and 10 feet long and reached heights of 10 feet too. They could run 30 miles an hour and had a beak like an eagle. Found in South America, these birds were the top predator for millions of years. Number 3. Deep, dark web. The Attercopus was a spider-like animal that sported the tail of a scorpion. This might make arachnophobes rather glad they're dealing with the types of spiders that they're dealing with today. It was commonly believed that this creature was the prehistoric ancestor of a spider, but new evidence has since proved otherwise. Seems these guys didn't spin those deep, dark webs, but rather use their silk to protect their eggs and construct burrow walls. Number 2. What's in a name? With a name like Dunkel-osteus, you can't imagine a creature that would be scary in the least, but that name doesn't do it justice. These hyper-carnivorous fish were in our waters between 380 and 360 million years ago, and could reach lengths of 33 feet and weigh up to 4 pounds. A heavily armored fish, this guy couldn't move very fast in the water, but he was certainly powerful. Number 1. Barely believable. In terms of years of extinction, the short-faced bear is still a baby. They were still on Earth up until about 11,000 years ago. It's the size of this animal, though, that deserves mentioning. When standing on its legs, it was 12 feet tall, and its vertical arm reach was as much as 14 feet. Weighing over 3,000 pounds, this bear was most common in California. Thank you guys so much for watching. Which one of these creatures would you least like to come across? We hope you enjoyed the video, and remember to hit a like and subscribe to our channel for more daily videos.